What up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MtgA Malone. Thank you also very much for tuning in. I appreciate it that you're taking your busy time out of your busy day. And yes, this is video number 2 I'm recording today, so I will be recording 4 videos today, so I can go visit my family for Easter, so don't you worry about it. My rank is still in Mythic, but at least you can see how these decks work in Mythic. But I will be back after the weekend with my new fresh rank, so yeah. But enough yammering, let's get into the hammering. So today we're playing one of my favorite archetypes, Azorius Control. It is just so freaking fun to play, and that is why I'm playing it. So, the idea behind this deck is to draw so many cards with your Dream Trawler out on the field that you just win the game with the freaking Dream Trawler. And that is why we have a lot of enablers in here. And yeah, let's go over them. So, what we want to do is put down our Teferi, Master of Time, put our Dream Trawler in our graveyard, use our Elspeth Conqueror's Death, and bring back the Dream Trawler as a 4/6, which is just so freaking good. And once the Dream Trawler is on the field, you want to bring back your Cosima, God of Voyage, draw so many cards when you put down another land, and yeah, just finish him off with one single attack of the Dream Trawler. You can also use the Niko to create shard tokens, draw a lot of cards, and yeah, that is just very freaking fun. So, and the rest of the deck is control and making sure that we get to our Dream Trawler. That is why we have 3 Glass Caskets for the early game. We have the Birth of Meletis to find land, but also to create walls and get some life back in the early game, which is very important. Then we have the Skyclave Apparition, because she is a freaking Skyclave Apparition. She will stay here for the longest time, and I will use her as long as freaking possible. Then the Cosima. Maybe we will even use the Omen Keel. Who knows? But I think we will just, in most cases, use the Cosima. So you put her on the field at the beginning of your upkeep. You can decide if you want to put her in exile. If you do, you can Doomskar away, not worry about your Cosima getting destroyed, and that is pretty good. And as soon as you play a land, you can decide if you want to put a Voyage counter on her or return her to the field, and then you draw X cards and get X 1/1 counters, where X is the number of Voyage counters on her. I think you should know her by now, and this is very nice if you play a Cosima into Solemn Simulacrum, so you put down a land, put a Voyage counter on her, then you play the Fabled Passage, put 2 Voyage counters on her, then you play another land later, you will draw 4 or 5 cards. That is always freaking good. Then we have 4 Solid Comics, because they're good counter spells. We have the 4 Solemn Simulacrums to draw lands, to draw cards. It is just such a nice card. I love it. Then we have 4 Doomskars to destroy everything on the field, because there's a lot of creature-based decks and we need to get rid of those. And that is what we will do. And then, as I said, we have the Elspeth Conqueror's Death to exile something that the Skyclave Apparition can take care of, then make their spell cost more, and then return our Dream Trawler to the freaking battlefield that we discarded with the Teferi, Master of Time. And maybe we can even take 2 extra turns. And his -3 is also very good, because yeah, you can take care of something of theirs, not worry about anything, and just destroy it later with the Doomskar. Then we have the Seagate Restoration, and yeah, the dream is to have the Dream Trawler in your hand, use the Seagate Restoration, draw 18 cards maybe, who knows, I'm exaggerating, and then have the biggest Dream Trawler of them all, get in there for the beautiful life swing. And yeah, another Dream Trawler tech is the Midnight Clock, because drawing 7 cards with 2 Dream Trawlers on the field, that is just G to the G for your opponent. So, sadly Azorius Control is not the strongest right now, but I still want to play it. We still have almost 2 weeks until Strixhaven comes out, so we still have some archetypes to go through, but I will still bring this to Mythic immediately. So, land-wise, we have 2 Castle Ardenvales to make some blockers in the worst case. We have 5 beautiful Bobross Plains, we have 5 beautiful Bobross Islands, we have 4 Hengegate Pathways, 4 Temple of Enlightenment, yes, because we draw so many cards that we want to make sure that we know what's on top, and we have 4 Fabled Passage. And the Temple of Enlightenment is very good with the Niko Aris, because you can use the shard tokens to draw cards, So that is very good. And yeah, the Niko Aris -1 is also pretty sweet because you draw a lot of cards and then you destroy one of their creatures with one of those shards. Get him into their face. So this is a very fun deck, a very controlly deck. You know me, I like those controlly decks. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'm MtgA Malone and I will see you in those Azorius games. Alrighty. It is super noisy outside. Somebody's mowing the lawn. But my OBS says you can't hear it. Glupeda. What are we up against? We will see. Well, we're up against the Yorion. This hand is pretty okay. But maybe a little bit too slow. This hand is way better. And I think we can get rid of the Doomskar. I don't think that he will have too many creatures to throw in our faces. We have the side coming, which is pretty nice. But yeah, we're up against a, you know which deck. We're just up against it in the first turn. The good old, whatchamacallit, Emergent Ultimatum deck. We have the book now. What are you telling us? A story. Oh, I see. Interesting story, my friend. Whoop Willowhaven, ramping immediately. We found a Skyclave Apparition, which we threw away before, so that is pretty good. We could put down the Niko Aris, but we will see if we do that. Ramping. Elspeth's Nightmare. Yeah, you know what? I don't want you to take away anything of mine, so I'm going to steal your Elspeth's Nightmare. Next turn we will be playing Solemn Simulacrum. With the Elspeth Conqueror's Death, we can always bring back our Skyclave Apparition, so nothing to worry about here. Okay. 80 card deck never seemed to amaze me. Never seemed not to freaking amaze me. Okay, so now we have the Dream Trawler, and we only need one more land to make him rock and roll. And the Dream Trawler is pretty good. So we're getting ourselves another white. But this is just insanity, so he will get rid of our Elspeth Conqueror's Death here. Or maybe even our Niko, we will see. But if he has Extinction of... Oh wow, okay. So that means that maybe he will play a Vorinclex here. He could be playing it. We're not blocking yet. No need to. No freaking need to. But he's just taking the Yorion into his hand. Okay. So, what do we have in here? The Skyclave Apparition. Does he have a counter spell? That is the freaking question. That is the freaking question of the century. He could. He could. We will see here. It looks like he does. He does not. Okay. He does not have a counter spell. If he has a kill spell, we can just give this one hexproof, which is still fine. Which is still fine. The Omen of the Sea. That's what was holding priority. So if he has a Emergent Ultimatum here, I would be very sad, because he can be playing it immediately. But maybe he also wants to play down his Yorion. We will see. If he kills my Dream Trawler here, I think I'm fine with that. The Extinction Event. Okay. Well, that was pretty good. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But we still have the side coming. We can still make a small human every single turn. We still have the Elspeth Conqueror's Death. So sooner or later, we will beat him down with our good stuff. So he's on 8 mana here. Well, my friend, that's not going to happen. I'm sorry, but that is not going to happen. Can we make a small human here? Yes, we can. Okay, drawing a lot of lands. That is okay. That is absolutely fine. Why shouldn't we draw all the lands in the world? The Cultivate, okay, he wants to thin out his deck here. I think this one isn't taking an extra turn. He can't be playing it this turn. Or can he? No, he can't. Well, he can now. He can now. But maybe he also wants to play his Yorion. Okay. So we're making a small human here. He knows about our card. He just knows. But yeah, he will be drawing one card here. Does that really save him from Doom? I don't know. We will see. But the Extinction Event plus double Elspeth's Nightmare was pretty good. He keeps 2 on bottom. We got a Seagate Restoration here. That is pretty cool. I think I want to draw some cards. I mean, it's only 2, but it is some cards. We drew another land. Okay, okay. So we will see what he does here. We still have the Doomskar. If he takes an extra turn here, we will get 10 damage. But we have the Doomskar, we have the Elspeth Conquer Staff, so not too much to worry about. Alright, I like that, I like that. So let's put down the Teferi here. Let us see what he does. He's holding priority because of the Omen. That much I know. The island can frickin' go. So we're activating here now. Maybe we can find sooner or later something that's not a land. That would be pretty freaking sweet to find something that's not a land. Alright, the Yorion is gone. I like that. I freaking like that. So if he has a Vorinclex, we can just, yeah, you know, like, Doomskar it. Alright, he's bottoming 2. Don't like that at all. We have nothing in our graveyard to bring back with the Elspeth Conquer Staff. So that is kind of annoying. But only kind of annoying. So if he has a Vorinclex here, he has the Orange Epiphany. But that means that we can draw 2 cards, which is good. Birth of Meletis is not really useful. Okay. So, can he kill us this turn? We will see. We will see. Pass to attacks. What does he do? Attacking my Teferi. Smart choice. But we are still drawing. Maybe we can get rid of something. The Solemn Simulacrum at least is a creature in our graveyard that we can bring back with the Elspeth Conquer Staff. So that is nice. So now we found a land that we can sacrifice to the gods. Very good, very good. So we just attack it. We keep our side coming. Maybe we find something even better, who knows. But I'm really hoping that we will find a Dream Trawler here. Dream Trawler would be nice. So we're drawing here. Or maybe even another Teferi. Or whatever. Or a Niko. Well, that's not even too bad. Now we can bring back the Niko. We're passing to damage. We're not taking any damage because he really wants to get rid of my Teferi here. But we are putting down a small little human. And getting in for 3 every single turn. So we will bring back the Niko. With some loyalty. No need and not to. Alright. So we will make a shard. Draw a card. Birth of Meletis can go. We attack in for 3. And just chill. And just freaking chill. I mean, that's a lean back and chill deck. He's cycling. That is a good sign. That is a good freaking sign. I like to see that. I like to see that. He's going to attack once more. Attacking my Teferi. Yeah, that's the biggest threat. I can see that. We're still only taking 1 hit from his ravens. And he just surrenders. He couldn't take it anymore. He just couldn't take the grind anymore. And we had the side coming, so everything was pretty freaking good for us. Yes. So a poor opponent couldn't take it anymore. It was too much for his brain. We're going first. If we're up against an aggro deck, we have the perfect freaking hand. So I will keep this. Because 90% of the decks that you're up against are aggressive decks. And it doesn't have a Yorion, so it might be an aggressive deck. Oh, look at this book. No cake today. Oh man, I'm so freaking excited for Strixhaven. So freaking excited. Another Temple of Enlightenment. And I mean, why not put it on the bottom? So the book is floating around, chilling, looking at me all evilly. The Fervent Champion. As I said, if we're up against an aggressive deck, this is a pretty good hand, and here we are, up against an aggressive deck. I will just get rid of everything he has. I will just get rid of everything he has. Not even going to chill. Never going to chill. So here comes the Fervent Champion number 2. Good thing we got rid of the other one. Good thing we got rid of it. So I think the Fervent Champion number 2 can stay on the field here just a little longer. We found the Elspeth Conquer Staff. That is pretty good. So in that case, I'm going to play this card as a land. So now I have all the lands that I need to do whatever I want. So we can Glass Casket the Fervent Champion here. No matter what he puts down, we have the Skyclave Apparition to get rid of it. And that is pretty good. Barney, you must be pretty angry right now. If he puts down a, whatchamacallit, an Annex here, we're still fine with that. The Phoenix of Ash, I'm also very fine with that. So we have the Temple of Enlightenment here. Can us help find something sweet like the Cosima? I like that. Alright. Cosima is pretty good. In the long run especially. So let's hope he didn't find another land here. He did find a land. Alright, so he can attack it now with the Faceless Haven. And he has a Torbran. Okay. My man with the Torbran. So are we getting rid of the Torbran here now, or are we putting down the Cosima? I think we're putting down the Cosima. Just so we can draw some cards very soon. Very soon. We will take one hit here. One hit should still be okay. And maybe here's something that I fear more than the Torbran. Like a Goldspan Dragon. Could be something that I really don't want to see here. It is just such a good card. Just such a good card. The Goldspan freaking Dragon. Okay, what I really hope for is a Fabled Passage here. Would be pretty sweet. Or a Solemn Simulacrum would also be pretty sweet. I don't want to take too many hits here. Maybe he's also using his mana to get rid of the Cosima here. The Castle Ardenvale. He's drawing a lot of lands. He is drawing a lot of lands. But he's activating his Faceless Haven. That is kind of fine with me. We would take 8 here. We would take 8 here. And he's using his Frostbite to get rid of my Cosima. So we are taking 8 here. Yeah, that is kind of annoying. But not the end of the world. We get rid of it. And we even drew the freaking Fabled Passage. That was like the dream. The freaking dream. To draw. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. We're still cracking it immediately, just in hopes that we find something other than a land next turn, because we absolutely need to find an answer. We are not attacking in. We will see what kind of shenanigans our opponent still has. But man, that was like everything I wanted. Everything I wanted. So we're taking one more hit here. One more hit. In hopes that we find something good. But we didn't. We didn't find anything of value. Nothing of value. So if he has another Frostbite here, we are pretty screwed. But it doesn't look like it. So we need to block here. I mean, there's no way around it. What's in your hand, my friend? What is in your hand? So we are blocking here anyways. But next turn the Cosima will be able to block his Faceless Haven, which is pretty good. He gets a 3/3 here, which is kind of annoying. But maybe we even draw something that isn't a land. Maybe we draw even something that is not a land. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? It was a land. So, he has enough mana. Yeah, we were landlord freaking confirmed. We were freaking screwed here because of the lands. So he can activate his Faceless Haven and his Castle Ardenvale. Yeah, absolutely. He can 1000% do it. So we're just freaking dead. We are just freaking dead. And I think he knows. He maybe even has an Embercleave. Maybe he even has an Embercleave. We're still blocking. We are still blocking the Faceless Haven here. But that was just heartbreaking. I mean, come on. Drawing nothing but lands for so many turns was just very bad. Even the book is falling down. Oh, come on. Come on, game. Come on. Yeah, that was a pretty heartbreaking game. I mean, I couldn't even hold back my my saltiness for a little bit here. Just couldn't hold it back. And now we're up against another Yorion. Oh, it's a Luris deck. The opponent goes first. I really don't like that. But I kind of like this hand. Because of our Temple into Glass... Oh, it's a cycling deck. Okay, cycling deck is... Oh, my lord. Is this now really what we live? Every single game, nothing but only freaking lands. Holy freaking smokes. Okay. So, he has the Flourishing Fox on 2. He only had 1 land. This is going to be a short game. If he really had nothing but 1 land here, it's going to be a real short game. Holy smokes, keeping a 1-lander. My Asian friend, I don't think that that was too smart. If you don't find a land here, you are pretty screwed. You are so screwed. You are so screwed. We're putting down our Cosima here. We will have our Dream Trawler in 3 freaking turns. Until then, we can just counter whatever you do. Yeah, I think he will surrender here if he didn't find a land. Oh, he did not find a land. We're exiling the Cosima. No need not to. Putting down a Fabled Passage. Put a Voyage counter on the Cosima. Crack our Fabled Passage for another... It doesn't really matter what we take it, but we're taking a blue. Put a Voyage counter on her. Yes, yes. Now we're foretelling the side coming. And next turn, we can put 1 more Voyage counter on her. Draw a bunch of cards. But maybe we're even waiting until we have our Dream Trawler ready to rock and roll. We will see. But he will surrender here. There is just no chance of him coming back forever. For frickin' ever. So... I think we're doing it like this. And let's draw some cards. Oh no, I pushed the wrong button. Well, that happens. Happens to the best of us. Which is me, the best of us. This game is just so weird. He didn't draw another land for like 5 turns. So yeah, what's up with that, my friend? What is up with that? The Improbable Alliance. Well, I can just Skyclave Apparition that. And if he has like 1 little fairy here, I'm totally fine with that. But I really need to saw it coming. Oh, this is so freaking good. This is so freaking good. So we're drawing a bunch of cards here now. Now we're getting rid of the Improbable Alliance because we really need to get through here. And we still have our side coming open, which is pretty sweet. We even have 2 of them, so I don't think there's anything to worry about here. Will he bring down another Improbable Alliance? He is. So we can saw it coming, this one. I really don't want him to have all of these fairies. I don't like it at all. Cycling once more. We still have 1 side coming and a Dream Trawler next turn that will bring us a lot of life. Okay. So we decline here for now. We are declining here for now. And he surrenders to the power of the Dream Trawler. Alright, up and down, 2-1. But this game was just so whack, dude. So whack. I feel really bad for that last guy. I mean, he kept the 1-lander. It's kind of his own fault. We're up against Junta. Opponent goes first, but I like this hand. We have a Doomskar, so if we're up against an aggressive deck, which you know is most of the decks... Oh, it looks like we aren't. Yeah, I like that. Or maybe we are. Who knows? Who knows? So we're up against the Dimir deck. So we really need to find like... well, the Skyclave Apparition is nice. And he's not playing rogues, so I like that. I like that. Okay, so are we foretelling our Doomskar here now? I think we are. We have nothing better to do. We have absolutely nothing better to do. Oh, he is playing rogues. Oh no, it was his turn. What? I was just so confused right now. I kind of thought it was still... He doesn't have anything here. I freaking love it. I freaking love it. We can get rid of one Niko. We still have another one. We will find our Elspeth Conquers Death very soon. Oh, interesting, my friend. Very interesting. So he's 100%. Oh, also very interesting. Also very interesting. Oh, now we draw a counter spell. Just a little bit too late. Just a little bit too late. But we've still taken it. And the Dream Trawler is also pretty sweet here. Not gonna lie. Alright, we are keeping our counter spell for now. And we are keeping our Dream Trawler. But I think the Skyclave Apparition... Well, the Solemn Simulacrum can go. Solemn Simulacrum can frickin' go. And we're foretelling this just because we can. And we can just phase out this little nightmare here if we really want to. So where is he attacking? Is he attacking our Teferi? He is. Good thing we got the Dream Trawler in our hand. Good thing we freaking got it. So we're drawing here. Got another Teferi. We can get rid of that. I mean, he's attacking our Teferi. That means he doesn't have anything. Does not have anything for the Teferi. Alright, but we really need to get rid of that Ashiok. I don't want him to draw all these freaking cards. Nah-uh. Nah-uh. But how are we getting rid of that Ashiok? I really don't know yet. We really need like something other than a land here. So let's try to find a Elspeth Conquers Death. Didn't find it. Did not find it. That is kind of annoying. So we're Doomscarring away just to minimize the cards that he could steal with his freaking Ashiok here. If he even does it. If he even does it. Beholding the Multiverse. That is fine. I need that for something else. Keeps one on top. Alright, so this is the ultimate battle of good versus evil. We will see what he does here. Let's just see what he does here. Oh, he has an answer for the Teferi. He's creating a little small nightmare here. That is fine with me. Absolutely fine with me. But what now, my friend? The Bloodchief's Thirst. We will draw a card here, see what he does. Okay. Not real good. But he used up a lot of mana. So let's just Bloodchief's Thirst. Saw it coming, this Bloodchief's Thirst. The Negate. Interesting. But that means that we now have our Dream Trawler ready to rock and roll. Oh, we found the Elspeth's Conquer Staff. That is like the perfect frickin' chain of events here. Alright. All frickin' right. I love it. Frickin' love it. So I will keep my Seagate Restoration here just in case. Just in frickin' case. Does he have another counter spell? That is the question. He has another Ashiok. Come on. Come on. Another Ashiok. That is pretty good, my friend. That is pretty good, not gonna lie. So he can't play a counter spell here. We will put down our Dream Trawler. And yeah, just chill for now. We can bring back our Teferi, we can bring back our Solemn Simulacrum, we can bring back a lot of stuff. And the Teferi will be bigger and stronger. And if he wants to use his -3 on my Dream Trawler here, we will get rid of the Skyclave Apparition because it doesn't look like he's just creating another nightmare. Okay. Well, exile away. As long as you don't exile our frickin'... Oh, wait. Cancel. Cancel. I want to block. Our Midnight Clock, I'm kind of fine with that. So he's getting in for 2 here. But we can do some big boy damage on his Ashiok. The Birth of Meletis, not really useful here. But the Teferi is pretty good.
Let's make this quick.
So first off, we're drawing a card. Let us see what we get. The Solemn Simulacrum. The Birth of Meletis can go here. Our Dream Trawler will get a little bit bigger. And now we can attack his Ashiok for some damage. Oh, he has the Heartless Act. Alright. So we're getting rid of the Skyclave Apparition here. No need to keep it around. Okay. So. How many cards did we draw? 2. We drew 2 cards. So we're getting rid of one of his nightmares. I really don't want to see it around anymore. Now, if I put down this one for 3, we don't have a shard token. And this is only creatures. Yeah, and we only drew 2 cards. So let's put down the Solemn Simulacrum here. Get ourselves a land. Now we at least have a blocker. And next turn we can use the Seagate Restoration. We will see if he minuses his Ashiok here. He does. He does minus the Ashiok. So he will steal our Dream Trawler here, which is kind of annoying. Kind of freaking annoying, not gonna lie. Oh, the Doomskar? But maybe you put them in the wrong order, my friend. Yeah, you totally put him in the wrong order. So the Dream Trawler will come down. The Skyclave Apparition will come down. Yeah, that was pretty oops. Not gonna lie. That was pretty oops, my friend. Yeah, the island can go. And now our Teferi becomes a 4/4. We draw a card with the Solemn Simulacrum. That was pretty oops, my friend. That was pretty oops. We got a new Skyclave Apparition here. Still a-okay. And next turn we have our Niko Aris to do some damage. So we will see what he does here. Maybe he has an Ugin or something like that in his hand. Could be. I mean, why shouldn't he? But that was pretty oops. So, never forget that the stack works in different ways. He has the Eliminate. Okay. So we tried to get our Niko online. We have 7 mana. We can do it for 2 here. But he has a counterspell, doesn't he? He still has 1 counterspell. He doesn't. He doesn't have a counterspell. That is pretty sweet. So we're putting down the land here. Create another shard token. And then we will see what he does. If he has the Lochmer Serpent here, that's just what it is. He could be having it. Could be freaking having the Lochmer Serpent. But does he? But does he? We still have 25 cards. Oh, he's using the Cling to Dust. Alright. Get rid of your own graveyard. I don't mind at all. Yeah, do that. Do that. That is absolutely fine. So we will see what he does here. Does he have another Ashiok? Would be kind of annoying, but not the end of the world annoying. So, and with the Seagate Restoration, the Shark Typhoon. That is pretty annoying. The Cosima will help us draw cards. So that is still kind of fine. So, we absolutely need to find an answer here. That is why I will play my Seagate Restoration, draw as many cards as I can. If he has another counterspell here, I'm very sad. I am very sad, but he does not have another counterspell. That is very freaking good. And now we got the Elspeth Conquer Staff. We make ourselves another shard token. And then we chill. We chill. So, we can Glass Casket the shark that he will be making. And we can Elspeth Conquer's Death. Okay, so we will draw a card here. We still have 19 cards. We found our Midnight Clock. That is very freaking good. So I think he wants to get rid of the Midnight Clock if he can. If he has a counter spell, he will get rid of the midnight clock. I can kind of feel it. Yep. Okay. But I think we still have ways to win this. So we're on 7 here. So we will Glass Casket the Shark in hopes that he has another counterspell in hand. It sure looks like he does, but could also be the another Cling to Dust. But we will still try to get rid of the freaking shark type food here. Bring back our Dream Trawler next turn. Oh, baby. Alright, so we're still in it. We still have 17 cards. We still have a freaking chance. The Maze Mind Tome. I don't think that we have any more counter spells. Another Maze Mind Tome. Okay. So we're putting down the vehicle here. Just to mill him a little. Just to mill him a little. Get rid of his Maze Mind Tome. Number 1. And yeah. Give our Niko just a little bit more of a fighting chance. And then we chill. Then we chill. No need to put anything down here. Draws a card. That is absolutely fine with me. Do we still have counter spells? We have 4 of them. Let me see. 1 is gone. 2 are gone. So we still have counter spells. We do still have them. Doomskar not super useful here. A land is even not that useful. So we need to finish this very soon. And we will bring back a Dream Trawler, of course. Of frickin' course we will do that. So. We'll activate the Open Keel here. Keep our Skyclave Apparition. If he wants to block here with the Faceless Haven, I'm absolutely freaking fine with that. We will see what he does here. The Heartless Act. Let's try to find a counterspell. I want him to use the Faceless Haven here. A lot of lands. A lot of... Okay, still a lot of lands. Yeah, well, the Omen Keel is gone. He didn't use the Faceless Haven here. Very sad. I'm kind of sad for that. So we're creating another shard here.
Come on, stay sharp.
And very soon we will have some ways to go. But he used the Heartless Act here, which is pretty a-okay to me. And we still have counter spells, so we can still find one. We had a lot of lands on top. The Extinction Event. So this is the point where we absolutely need to find a counter spell. Birth of Meletis, not a counter spell. Not a counter spell. Alright, so he will get rid of our Dream Trawler here. Doesn't he? Yes, he does. So are you putting down anything else? The Faceless Haven number 2. Okay. So this is kind of annoying. Because all of our counter spells are somewhere in here. And we're drawing nothing but lands. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Nothing but lands once more. Exactly like in that mono red deck. That is kinda bad. Well, the Cosima is not too bad. We will put her down. We will put her down on the field. If he has a counter spell here, maybe he even wants to use it. He does not want to use it. Alright, so we can't be attacking in with our Skyclave Apparition because he has the Faceless Haven, so I don't want to run into that. But maybe we're also just getting rid of his Maze Mind Tome here before he gets any life. We're at 10 cards left and our Midnight Clock is gone, which is kind of sad. Which is kind of sad. We're not attacking in. We still have one Elspeth Conquerstaff, so we still have a freaking chance here. I just need him to play something big. Are you serious? The Shadow's Verdict. The Shadow's freaking Verdict, yeah. The losing the Midnight Clock here was pretty bad, and our Doomskar is all down there, so all we need to do is to shuffle here. And hope for the freaking best. Hope for the best. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, now we found the saw it coming. So that means that we can Elspeth Conquerstaff here. not have a fear in the world. Use our Fabled Passage. Try to shuffle our Doomskar back. We don't have any more lands in here. That is fine. But we have the side coming. But we will take a lot of damage here. A lot of damage if we don't find the Doomskar very freaking soon. Yeah, he got us real good. This Shadow's Verdict was pretty game-changing. Not gonna lie. Also losing our... yeah, are we dead here? I think we're freaking dead here. I think we're just freaking dead here. That is 10. Well, that is so much damage. And not even a... yeah, and we draw so many lands in situations where we really didn't need them. Good game. Good freaking game. Holy smokes! So many lands in situations where we really didn't need lands. That was heartbreaking. Really, really heartbreaking. Alrighty, so yeah, these games were kinda heartbreaking sometimes, kinda very freaking good sometimes, but the one cycler, I don't know what was up with that. He kept the one-lander. You should never, ever do that, not even in the cycling deck. So, but we got broken by too many lands, too many times. I still think this deck is pretty fun, but it is sadly not as good as a Dimir build or an Orzhov build. So yeah, Azorius right now, if you're not going with the Fae of Wishes hardcore Ugin controlled part, I think it is not the best. So, I recorded a 5th game, but it went 25 minutes, and so at this point we would be over an hour, so I decided not to show that game that I lost. So, I lost 3 out of 5 games with this deck, just want to make you know. That is what happens sometimes. You can't always build a meta breaker every single time. If you made it this far, thank you very much for the ongoing support. I appreciate it very freaking much. This is video number 2 for today. I still will be recording 2 more today, so I can have a weekend with my family on Eastern, which will be glorious. So, thank you very much. I'm MtgA Malone, and I will see you all tomorrow.